I want to tell you guys a story about success and how people view success, especially in modern day today. Um, if you don't know what I do, you may not be from Instagram, but I post skateboarding content. And I've been able to grow my account to 25,000 followers in the past 2 years. Now, my story is that I'm starting to do skate clothing, Bloom SB. Anyway, that's not the focus, but I'm starting to do skate clothing. And I started posting about it on my social media because I made another account. And I saw somebody commented on one of my videos, and it was interesting to me the mindset that this person had. And so I think it was actually a DM. They DM'd me and they were like, "Yo, man, like I see you're making clothes. Like you should probably take like I don't know, like 10 years off because you need to learn sewing, you need to learn drafting, you need to learn how to um, design and all this stuff. And that stuff, you can't learn it in a day. You can't learn it as you go. It takes 10 years plus to do that stuff." And I was getting in the shower the other day and I realized, sorry guys, my phone died, but I realized that success and goals is like stepping into the shower. When you get in the shower, you kind of do this weird thing where you reach in there and you turn the handle without dodging depending on what shower you have, you're dodging the stream so you don't get hit with cold water. And you turn it and you try to get it to a point where it's comfortable. But it never is at that perfect point of comfortability. And so you have two choices. You can either get in the shower when it's uncomfortable and then try and turn up the heat and then adjust it and get comfortable, or you can stay dirty. And so success is like hopping in the shower. Like you cannot stay dirty forever. You at some point you have to jump in the shower and be uncomfortable. And so when I read that comment from that guy, I don't know if I replied or not, but I just remember thinking like, man, like how do you get trapped in a mindset where you think that instead of pursuing a goal or an idea that you may have, why wait 10 years to do it? There's no perfect point at a time where you're going to have the knowledge to do that thing, right? There's people who go to school for 4 years, right? You go to school at college for 4 years. You do all these classes. You study the highest level of the field, right? The pinnacle of knowledge in these fields that you go to college for. And at the end of 4 years of college, you started an entry level job. So why would you wait those years to arrive at some point of you're going to be ready, the moment's coming, the moment's there where you're ready to do it. And so I was like, wow, like I just don't understand that type of thinking. And so now my goals are even this video I'm making right now. This video right now is because I want to post more on YouTube, but there's no perfect video that will magically appear and I'll have the perfect thumbnail and it'll all merge together and the universe aligns and then I get 100,000 viewers at some point. That doesn't happen for me. Like I'm not that type of person. I'm not a Bobby Altoff or like I don't know who else blew up. You guys know somebody that blew up, but that's not my character arc. You know what I mean? My character arc is someone that I don't have a lot of natural talent, but what I do have is the gumption to do it anyway. And that's another thing I want to point out. You don't have to be the best at what you do. You almost don't even have to be good at what you do. Let me show you what I mean. I post skateboarding content, helping skateboarders get better at skateboarding. A little bit of word salad there. But what I want to hone in on is I'm not that great of a skateboarder. I'm not pro level. I'm probably not even better than your good person at the park. I'm probably on the lower end of average skater ability. But what I realized was that when I would go to the skate park, I started to have these thoughts like, this is kind of like real life. Like what I'm doing on this skateboard relates to what I'm trying to do at my job, or how I feel when I talk to my wife and kids, or how I feel when I'm uncertain. The same fear that hold on, sorry, I gotta click this off my screen. But the same fear that I feel going into this trick is the same fear I'm feeling when I want to start a new project, and I'm scared that people won't like it. And so I was like, maybe there's somebody else that likes that. Or maybe there's somebody else that wants that. Or maybe that's somebody else that could be useful to. And so I started posting. And then 10 people followed. And then I was like, okay, 11 people followed. Okay. 100 people followed. Okay. And it just slowly kept building. And guys, I was putting out trash content. That's the thing about it. I want to keep my main point first. The fact of the matter is that I was not a good skateboarder, and I'm a better skateboarder than I was, but this was my mindset. There's probably going to be pro skateboarders that look at my content and think it's dumb. My content's not for those people. There's probably going to be people that look at my content and think, this guy's not good, I'm not going to listen to him. My content's not for those people. There's probably going to be people that look at this and say, that's an interesting way to look at it. I wonder if that works. And then they may try it and it may benefit them. My content is for those people. And so I had that in mind. It doesn't matter. It's almost an advantage to be in a point where you're not pro level. Because if I was a pro, I'd be held to the standard of a pro skateboarder. And the standard of a pro skateboarder is to go almost risk your life on big obstacles so that you can get paid minimum wage from a company that barely pushes you anyway. So I didn't want to do that. So I was like, okay, let me just approach it from my way. The core of me, if you go watch my Instagram videos, that's the core of how I approach skateboarding. And guess what it did? It resonated with people. And so my point in all this is that, dude, you don't have to be like this, like guru, genius about the field that you want. Some people like maybe want to post about video games, right? And they're like, well, I don't really know everything about this video game, and so I can't post on it because there's so-and-so Johnny has a 100K YouTube video and he's gonna rag on me for not knowing everything about the game. Bro, what? Like what? You have a unique proposition. Everybody in this world has a unique way that they see the world. And if you are able to use that to provide other people a way to see the world in your way, and that way is valuable to them, you will win. And so back to clothing, my clothing brand, I realized like the blueprint to doing anything successful in this life, in this timeline, is to just do it for a long time. To just do it relentlessly. Because you have you have clashing ideals, especially in this era of social media, bro. Oh my goodness, like it's just like I go into comment sections. Comment sections, I almost want to make a whole social media on comment sections, because comment sections are the place where you can kind of figure out the pulse of the world. And if you go to a place like Instagram and you go on like a news page, you can see people being tormented over these posts that these Instagram people are feeding you to make you mad. Like it's purposeful, but the key is to not hook onto that, but to instead create something that you think the world needs. And so going back to my clothing brand, I keep trying to go back to that. I realized that, dude, I can be successful if, number one, I treat it like my Instagram, and I actually come at it from a place of, let me give people value. What do people need that people aren't giving? And I think that when I talk to a lot of people about, like, people sometimes ask me like, yo, how do you get into social media? How did you do it? How do you like grow it? The number one thing I hear is that, oh, well, yeah, I'll do it, but I just don't want it to be bad, or I don't want people to talk about me. Hmm? Don't you comment on everything that you see? Don't you comment on that Avengers movie wasn't that great? That Marvel movie, it really didn't do it for me. That so and so horror movie I watched, it really wasn't that scary, but you went to watch it. It's like to do anything in this life, to put something out there that I guess I imagined in my mind would be valuable, because we had this like hustle culture of like, you gotta grind, you gotta get it, you gotta get 100K, 10K a month, or you're losing. To put something out that's worth 10K a month, an exorbitant amount of money, we just rifle off these 10K a month, 10K a month. That is an exorbitant amount of money for anybody that does not make that amount of money. An incredible amount. To make something that is that valuable, that touches that many people, it has to be valuable. Or it's a scam. But it has to, if you want to do it the right way, it has to be valuable. It has to be helpful. It has to bring other people up. Anything that brings people up, that takes that much of your soul and imparts it into something else, how much time does it take to make something like that? And so, if we could live in this realm of like not being so like, dude, I want to get it now, because I want to get it now, but it's just not possible to get it now. But if you can live in the realm of, bro, like maybe in like 10 to 15 years, I may have some semblance of what I'm searching for, then maybe you're gonna get it, dude. You know, it's a timeline thing, an extended timeline thing. So, I wanted to start these vlogs because I want to document kind of my mindset and what I'm doing, and also because I want to just have something to post regularly on this YouTube channel. This is the only way I know how to do it, is because me personally, you guys don't know me. You probably don't know me at all, but I talk to myself constantly. Like me talking to this camera right now, I would be doing this if this camera wasn't here. So, check out bloom-sb.shop. You can code shop Bloom. I have a drop coming out soon if you even made it to this part of the video. I had something else I wanted to say, and I forgot it. And so I'm going to think about it right now, and then maybe I'll edit this. Yeah, I don't remember it, and that's okay. Maybe it'll make it into next week's video. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you watched all the way through, if you're eating food, I hope the food was good. And I will catch you in next week's vlog.